season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's quick. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. complete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those third down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the room.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
He's going to let it go. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air on first down. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run to the left. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Peters. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They booted away on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. runs through a tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Peters. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires left. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, it's Peters. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Turn on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Peters. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. No chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in this.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. On the move to the 30. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Here we go. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
On the option. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
A run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Fourth down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's quick. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The throw. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Peters. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Peters. Release to the back. Finds his man, it's Irvin. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Irvin. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it over the 12.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
When these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him, and basically you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's Rourke. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. On the run, deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the run.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Finding an escape route. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can now. Defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agreed it'll go his way. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Something to keep in mind offensively here. At this point of the game, when you're down in the fourth quarter, running east-west is not going to win you the game. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Flushed out of the pocket. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team